The Invictus Games opening ceremony in Vancouver was supposed to be a tribute to resilience and sacrifice. Instead, it became another stage for the relentless theatrics of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, with Chris Martin of Coldplay delivering a punchline that cut deeper than anyone expected. Martin, ever the showman, sauntered onto the stage with the casual swagger of a man who knows his audience and exactly how to twist the knife. After a perfunctory thank you to Harry for the invitation, he dropped the bomb. When he called me, he said, "I've asked every other musician in the world, they all said no. So I had to call you." The crowd erupted. Laughter rippled through the arena, but the sting lingered like a slap. Harry, seated in the front row, flashed a tight smile that didn't reach his eyes. Beside him, Meghan shook her head with performative disbelief, her laughter a decibel too loud, her grip on Harry's arm tightening as if to anchor herself, or him, to the moment. This wasn't just banter. This was a masterclass in passive aggression, served with a side of British wit. Martin's jab, cloaked in self-deprecation, laid bare an uncomfortable truth. Harry's star power isn't what it used to be. Once the golden boy of the monarchy, the prince who charmed the world with his lopsided grin and military service, now reduced to cold-calling musicians for his passion project. The subtext screamed louder than the applause. Harry's Rolodex is gathering dust. The Invictus Games, founded to honor wounded veterans, risks becoming a vanity platform for a man whose relevance hinges on Netflix deals and memoir bombshells. Martin, of course, played it like a fiddle. "Your Royal Holiness," he added later, dripping faux reverence, a smirk tugging at his lips. The crowd ate it up. Harry's grin turned rigid. Meghan, ever the scene stealer, tossed her hair and widened her eyes, ensuring every camera caught her **** dramatic reaction ****, because if there's one thing she'll never miss, it's an opportunity to out-emote her husband. Let's not pretend this was harmless fun. Martin's quips were calculated, a not-so-subtle reminder that Harry's exit from royal life cost him more than titles. It cost him clout. The A-listers who once clamored to rub shoulders with a prince now ghost his calls. Coldplay? The backup band. The same Coldplay that headlines Super Bowls and sells out stadiums in minutes. Martin's joke wasn't just a punchline, it was a flex. "You needed me, it hissed. And I'm here for the plot twist, not the prestige star." Meanwhile, Harry's forced chuckle betrayed the humiliation. This is a man who once commanded global adoration without lifting a finger. Now, he's hustling for bookings, a reality TV-adjacent figure trailing a wife who treats every public appearance like an audition for her next role. And then there's Meghan. Always Meghan. If Harry's smile was strained, hers was a Broadway production. Head shaking like a metronome, laughter booming over the crowds, her every move choreographed to scream, "Look at me. Look at how ***unbothered* we are." But the death grip on Harry's arm told another story. This woman doesn't do subtlety. She does spectacle. While Harry shrinks, Meghan swans, her every gesture dialed up to 11. The Invictus stage, meant for heroes, became her latest runway. Veterans? Sacrifice? Please. This was the Sussex Show, Season 6. Look who's desperate now. Martin's dig also peeled back the curtain on Hollywood's cold shoulder. The man isn't just a rock star, he's a fixture in elite circles, buddy-buddy with Santa Barbara's Polo Set, the Fosters, Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Empire. He's the kind of guy who sniffs out clout vampires before they sink their teeth in. So when he cracks a joke about Harry's dwindling influence, it's not a throwaway line. It's a diagnosis. Harry and Meghan's rebrand as humanitarian icons? Floundering. Their Spotify deal imploded. Their Netflix content? A snooze. Even their charity, Art Jewel, feels less like a mission and more like a merch drop. Martin Zinger was a mirror held up to their empire of dust. But let's give credit where it's due, Meghan's commitment to the bit is Oscar-worthy. The woman could turn a grocery run into a 3-act play. As Martin roasted her husband, she served face, lips pursed, eyes wide, the very picture of dignified amusement. Never mind that her every move screams narcissism. The performance must go on. Harry, meanwhile, looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. Trapped between his wife's theatrics and his own fading relevance, he's become a pawn in a game he no longer understands. The Invictus Games deserve better. Founded to honor the unbreakable spirit of veterans, they're now a backdrop for cringeworthy celebrity cameos and Sussex vanity. Harry's heart may be in the right place, but his execution reeks of desperation. Booking Chris Martin wasn't a coup, it was a confession. And Martin, savvy as ever, turned it into a punchline. The veterans? An afterthought. The real show was Harry's humiliation, Meghan's melodrama, and a crowd here for the schadenfreude. So, was it shade? A joke? Or a brutal moment of truth? However you slice it, Martin nailed the assignment. Harry's grin and bear it response? Proof the jab landed. Meghan's Oscar clip? Proof she'll never let a moment die quietly. And the rest of us? Left wondering how a prince became a punchline, and whether his wife's next head toss will come with a sponsorship deal. The Invictus Games will go on, but Harry's credibility? That ship may have already sailed.